It's an honor to be invited by SK Ghosh to present this topic. It's a very important topic for our society in general, as when we saw in 1994, after implementing a lot of structural safety criteria for hospitals in California, we saw 11 hospitals knocked offline because of non-structural systems in the 1994 Northridge earthquake. So this topic is one that's very important when it comes to the next big earthquake we're going to have. So as she said, this is special seismic certification and non-structural components, and I'm going to be highlighting updates that are applicable to the ASCE 7 2016 code or document that will be adopted by the IBC 2018. And then following on, it'll be adopted by different states on a different, on the state's basis. So to begin with an introduction, our company is Structural Integrity Associates. We've been around since 1983. And really it's all about preventing high consequence structural failures. And we do a lot of blast, shock, and impact protection, specialty nuclear consulting. We send teams out with the advanced non-destructive evaluation equipment to detect cracks, corrosion. True Compliance is the product certification division of SI. We focus on products, specifically seismic, wind, and blast, although seismic has been the vast majority of our work. We've tested over 800 components on shake tables, ranging from huge cooling towers to small little air conditioners or other electrical panels. We've certified by that testing over 25,000 individual products, and for those of you familiar with the OSHPD OSP program, we're responsible for over 100 OSHPD OSPs. We were formerly part of Tobolsky-Watkins Engineering, but before Structural Integrity, before we joined Structural Integrity last year. And then Seismic Test Co. is a shake table lab that we operate in collaboration with our friends at Twin Cities Fans. It's in Minneapolis, and it's a 10 by 10 triaxial shake table with up to 10,000 pound payload. An ISO 1725 accreditation for that. So I'm the Director of True Compliance at Structural Integrity Associates. I split time between Oakland, California, where I am today, and Bend, Oregon, where a bunch of our staff are. I started my career doing specialty structural work on numerous embassies, military installations, and other critical structures for blast impact and seismic protection. I have PE and SC licenses in California, MS from Penn State, BS from Cal Poly. I serve on the ASCE Blast, Shock, and Impact Committee. My colleagues also serve on committees such as ASCE 7, the very important document for any structural engineer, and also for many engineers practicing in any sort of seismic-related field. We have a member on the TC8, which is in Technical Committee 8 for non-structural components, and that authors Chapter 13. Also in the nuclear realm, we have representation on ASCE 4 and 43 for design and analysis of nuclear structures. We are active in public comment on the ICC ASCE 156 test standard, and we have a committee member on the IEEE 693 for the seismic safety of electrical substations. So I don't know the background of all of you calling in, but we will talk about start with the why question. Why do we care about seismic and non-structural? I alluded to it before, but we saw some really bad consequences happen in 1994 when 11 hospitals were knocked offline. So not only did all the patients that were at those hospitals have to be transported to other region hospitals in the LA area, the people who were injured in the earthquake had to travel by ambulance to other hospitals, and these trauma centers were not available to serve the public in that case. So there was a law passed in 1995 in California, and that's why many people know these requirements because of California. So non-structural, does it mean not structural? Well, they're not typically covered in structural engineering curriculum. You don't really take a non-structural components class in college, and they're often outside the scope of a main structural contract. But as you can see, these are often the first source of major seismic damage when we look at different mounting failures and different displacement compatibility, like the broken fire sprinkler line right here, unrestrained storage, of course,